Hey, Claude Pelanne here, Affiliate Starting Line. Welcome. This is the continuation of the SEOmoz Beginner's Guide to SEO video series, and this one's about Chapter 5, Keyword Research. There's some important ideas here that come out of this, so let's take a look at them, and then you should read through this and take it in greater detail. This chapter is about how you put a value on a keyword. In other words, how important is that keyword to your success? If you're trying to sell a product or trying to get somebody to fill out a form, here's how they tell you to do a couple of things. First, to figure out the value of a keyword, you have to ask yourself how relevant that keyword is to your site. In other words, is there a relationship between that keyword and of course, obviously the person who typed it in and what you're going to be offering on your site? How do you measure that? Well, there are a number of ways you can do it. Financial rewards, a sale or a sign up of a form. They tell you during the course of your keyword, you want to take that keyword or that phrase, type it into the Google search box, and see in the search engine results page if there are any ads that appear on the top or on the right-hand side. If there are, that means that there are advertisers that are placing a commercial value on that keyword. So that's important filter number one. Number two, they're telling you, put together an ad campaign in Google Adwords and use that keyword that keyword phrase, exact match only, not broad, not phrase, exact. That means that you're only looking for people who type in that exact term in that sequence with those exact words, and you're going to see if you can drive traffic. First, you're going to see how many impressions you get. How many times will Google show that ad of yours? How many times will someone click on it? So how many, you want 200 to 300 clicks, and you want to see if there's any conversion coming over to you, any search, filling out of the form or buying. So that will tell you if there's any value to that keyword. And then you can calculate based on that what the value per visit is to your site. And based on that math, you can calculate ROI. So that's one way that they tell you to figure out the value of a keyword. The other thing that they explain and that is important is the long tail. And by the long tail, they mean how many searches, in this case, in this graph, per month does a keyword get. And what this graph tells you is that 18.5% of the keywords are in the range of 10,000 searches or more per month. So 18.5% of the searches are in that range. Another 11.5% of the searches are for keywords that get between 500 and a few thousand searches per month. So that means that 30% of all searches that are made on a monthly basis are for keywords that are in the hundreds to the millions. 70%, the vast majority of searches on a monthly basis, are in the long tail. That means that those keywords get either 1 or 2 searches per month, all the way up to maybe 200 or 300 or 400 searches per month. 70%. So the vast majority of searches are in very low volume keywords. And you can't ignore that. And that's where a lot of people can make a lot of money because there's far less competition for those keywords than there is for keywords that are in the thousands to tens of thousands, 100,000, etc. So the explanation of the long tail concept is very important. And then they recommend certain tools to use. They recommend, I'm going to show you some. They recommend, let's start with this one, the Google AdWords tool. There you see the keyword tool. You can find it by going to adwords.google.com. If you don't have a Google account, you'll type in the CAPTCHA. You type in your keyword phrase in this box, and then it'll give you some data about that. They also tell you to go to Google Trends, type in your keyword, search the trends. They also tell you to go to Google Insights, type in the keyword, and then filter by web search, image, news, product. You can filter whether geographically, you can filter by time, by category, and you can get more data as to who is looking for that, using that term, what they're looking for, and where they are. And then I recommend the SEO search tools, the free keyword tool here. You can use that to check information. There is another tool called Market Samurai. Here I can go in and type in a keyword, in this case, LCD TV, go to a competition module, and this was going to show me what the competition is for that keyword and whether or not it's a space I can try to compete in. And clearly, if there's a lot of red, stay out. It's just too competitive. So these are the kinds of tools that you can use. They also recommend Microsoft Ad Center and WordTracker's free basic tool. You can look those up and see if you're comfortable with those. What all this is trying to get at is how to determine the competitiveness of a keyword, the difficulty of getting that keyword to work for you. Clearly, you're not going to be able to compete in many cases for the single and the two-word keywords if they're taken up by major advertisers. So you have to find the niche and the circle, little corner where you can compete, and that's basically the gist of this chapter in the SEOmoz Beginner's Guide to SEO. Just to get you to understand what a keyword is, how you can calculate its relevance, its commercial value, and its difficulty. I hope this has been helpful. This is Claude Pelanne at Affiliate Starting Line. Stay with it, stay well, and we'll talk to you soon.